Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and good morning. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today what I have for you guys is of course a brand new GTA 5 Online video, and in today's video we're going to be going over everything that is going away after this week's weekly update here for GTA Online, because of course, as you know, it is Tuesday. On Wednesdays I cover all of the news and information early for the upcoming GTA Online weekly event. Thursday morning we check out all the in-game changes with some gameplay and my biggest changes and weekly update guide video Thursday morning. But on Tuesdays I like to give you guys a reminder and a refresher of everything that you should be taking advantage of before it goes away, sometimes potentially for a long time when it comes to rare and removed vehicles that are featured back into the game as well, because we have some decent opportunities for this week. And say, if you heard about the weekly update not being exceptional, you've been taking a break from the game, Black Ops 6 may have interested you, or a different game that's released, because we've had a lot of stuff that's actually released this week. So if you've been, your mind's been elsewhere, totally understandable. This is what you're going to be missing out on in the next couple days once everything goes away. So just want to make sure you guys are up to speed. But with that being said, we're going to go over everything. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and let's get started. In terms of bonuses for the rest of this weekly event, it's honestly not that impressive. It just is what it is. We do have double money and RP on all Halloween death matches, double money and RP on all free mode events and challenges, double money on the armored truck robberies, where you're going to get basically $50,000 from those armored trucks if you blow the back open and collect the case. Then we also have double money and double RP on all G's caches in the game each day. So if you've been taking advantage of that, you've been getting the double money, which is about $30,000 to $40,000 with double money. With only a couple days left, it's not, something you can farm or anything like that, but it's a neat little daily collectible that you might as well grab and take advantage of if you're playing the game daily. And if you're playing the game daily, you're probably already getting it anyways. But besides that, that's it. It's been a midweek for double money bonuses. There's really nothing else. For discounts, it's a little bit better, but still not absolutely impressive. The Pegasi and Furnace Classic here on Legendary Motorsport is 30% off. You can get it for $640,500. The Trufati Adder here is 30% off, so instead of $1 million, you can get it from $700,000. The OG supercar that everyone wanted to get here in GTA Online when they first logged in. Same with the Entity XF. I was in that camp, but unfortunately that one's removed from the game, and it's not on discount anyway. We also have the Vapid Click Wagon here on sale for 30% off. You can get it for $843,500. And then the Pfister Comet SR is also 30% off, but as you guys saw from my LS Car Meet test drive vehicle section of today's video with the rare and removed vehicle section, that's a removed vehicle, so you can't get it off in-game websites. You have to get it from the LS Car Meet this week. And then everything else, the typical discounts we've been getting, we'll just go over them real fast and we'll talk about them. 30% off the Albany Lurcher, 30% off the Albany Brigham, the Albany Frankenstange, the Classy Tornado Rat Rod, the LCC Sanctus, the Chariot Romero Hearse, as well as 100% off all skull tattoos and Sugar Skull face paints. As for all of our other test drive vehicles here at the LS Car Meet, let's start off with this one right here. This is the Invitero Coquette. This is the OG one. It's actually one of the faster OG vehicles in the game when it comes to straight lines, just because it has a super high torque and high power engine. Honestly, it drives similar to like a Dominator, I guess. You may struggle with a little bit of oversteer and difficulty during cornering, but it is still a very rewarding car to drive in this game. And well, it is actually removed, so it's going to be a collector's car. Same thing here with the Vapid Blade, but let's just go over the cost of this. If you would like to buy this car, it's going to cost you $138,000. The Vapid Blade, on the other hand, is going to run you $160,000. This is honestly a surprising vehicle. You get supercar rivaling acceleration and really high durability with this car. It's inspired by the 1965 Ford Falcon. You're going to require very careful handling with this car, because you do have a tendency to just plow into walls. You get unique understeer characteristics, I would say, but it is still a very cool muscle car to drive. And then, as well, it's a removed vehicle. Then we'll move on here. This isn't the normal Pfister Comet. This is the Pfister Comet SR. So it's a very formidable contender in the sports class. Honestly, with this car compared to the normal Comet, you get enhanced traction, better acceleration, a higher top speed of 122.5 miles an hour, and you also get some cool race-oriented modifications with this car as well. If you want to pick this one up, it is going to run you $801,500, and once again, it is a removed vehicle, so make sure to pick it up before Thursday morning. Here at Simeon's Car Dealership, aka Premium Deluxe Motorsport, while we don't have amazing removed vehicles this week, we still have some cool collector's editions. So let's start off here from left to right. We'll talk about the Anus Cognoscenti Cabrio first. This car is very comfort focused, I would say, because it's got a very soft suspension. You encounter a little bit of body roll if you try and race it. It does have a little bit of a sporty exhaust note compared to its sedan Anus Cognoscenti counterpart, which is pretty cool. You get good acceleration, you get a good enough top speed, I would say. It's not necessarily, a top performer in the game, but it does have great handling, and if you do want to pick it up, it is going to cost you $185,000. We haven't seen this one as a removed vehicle here at Simeon's in probably forever, so you may want to pick it up because who knows when we're going to see it again. Next up, we have the Dundreary Landstalker XL. It's back. We've talked about this one a few times. It's a big, robust, heavy SUV. You know, it's based on a Lincoln Navigator. I would say performance for a vehicle of this size is moderate. It's got exceptional off-road capabilities as well, good damage resilience, and honestly, for as long of a vehicle as this is, one of the longest SUVs in the game, it's got a surprisingly small turning radius, so it's maneuverable, it's nimble, it's agile, or as agile as something this big can be, right? It's more agile than that car right there, funny enough. If you want to buy this one, it's going to run you $1,240,520 this week. Then we'll move on here. This is the Benefactor XLS. It's an all-wheel drive SUV. It's good on-road, it's good off-road. You get good traction, really good acceleration, a higher top speed than typical SUVs in the game, as of course it's based on one of those Mercedes-Benz GL classes. You get a little bit of body roll with this SUV because, you know, the suspension's kind of jacked up, I guess, for what this vehicle is meant to be doing, but still a good suspension. You're not going to roll over much. The suspension, funny enough, will minimize rollovers, and I would say it's not really worth buying just because you can get the armored XLS through the CEO interaction menu options. So say if you know, you don't want to buy it, you could just do that. But if you do want to buy it, it's going to run you $253,000. We're going to skip over the LCC Sanctus here just because we've seen it in previous weeks. But of course, it's the Halloween variant this week with like orange and black. Really cool as always. This is the Hijack Rustin. This is styled after the Vol 05. And with this car, you know, it's very agile, as you can see. It's going to give you quick acceleration, agile cornering, it's nimble, it's sturdy, it's surprisingly resilient in crashes as well, despite it being super lightweight. You know, you think it would crumple like a piece of plastic, but it doesn't, funny enough. But the downside is you're extremely vulnerable to gunfire because of its open top and convertible design. That being said, it's a cool car. May not have the best traction in the game, but it's still fun to drive around, and if you want to pick it up this week, it's going to run you $437,050. At the Diamond Casino and Resort, your podium vehicle for the remainder of this weekly event is the Invitero Coquette Classic, and along with the prize ride we'll be talking about next, I of course reviewed this on Saturday in my weekly update free vehicles guide. It is a very, very fun car to drive around in this game, but you can obtain it by other means, and you may already be able to unlock this vehicle for free without actually winning it from the Diamond Casino and Resort. Of course, if you get lucky, you spin the lucky wheel. And so let's do that, and let's try and unlock a second one for ourselves on this account. But if you have the Criminal Enterprises starter pack, basically that $ icon on any of the cars on in-game websites, you can actually claim it for $0. Otherwise, it's like $650,000, I think. We're not going to get it on this spin. We are going to get 5,000 RP, but check to see if you have that before, you know, it goes away. And of course, you think you can't actually get it for free this week at the Diamond Casino and Resort, because you may already be able to get it for $0 off the in-game website with that Criminal Enterprise starter pack. Say if you got it a while ago, you forget it's on your account, make sure to double check. Of course, at the LS Car Meet, your prize ride for the remainder of this weekly event is the Ubermacht Reinhardt, and your prize ride challenge for this week, if you would like to unlock this vehicle, because it is a little bit of a requirement, but it's not too bad. I would just recommend you get started on it right away. You need to make sure you win an LS Car Meet Series race for at least 2 days in a row. So that's it, just 2 days in a row, win an LS Car Meet Series race. Drifter drag race is going to be easiest, probably just the drag race. You'll be good to go to unlock this vehicle. It's a sports wagon based off of a BMW G21. It is a very, very good car to drive here in this game. Once again, I reviewed it on Saturday, so if you want to get all the performance and customization stats and that full review, comprehensive review, totally unbiased as well, by the way, then make sure to check out that video. As for our vehicles from the salvage yard this week, you can check out this week's top range vehicle, which you can see here is the Overflod Entity MT. This week's mid-range vehicle is the Grotti Stinger GT, and the Canis Camacho is this week's standard range vehicle. This one you could steal in the McToney robbery, you could steal the Grotti Stinger GT in the podium robbery, and in the Gangbanger robbery, that's where you can steal the Overflod Entity MT. Unfortunately, none of these three are going to be claimable for this week. I was about to say neither, none of them are, which sucks. Not that it's such a big deal, but here at Luxury Autos on the left, we have the Benefactor Vorschlag Hammer with this unique livery you can pick up right here, and then on the right, this is the Fathom FR36 with this interesting black flames livery you can see here. Both of these are going to cost a little bit more than what you would buy them for in in-game websites, just because this customization with the liveries and the paint jobs are applied to them. Here at the Gun Van, here are your opportunities for the rest of this weekly event here in GTA Online. Some of the things you definitely don't want to miss out on. So the pool queue, not that impressive, it is what it is. the railgun. This is the item and the weapon that you do not want to miss out on. This is going to be 30% off for all GTA Plus members. You absolutely need it, just like you would need explosive ammo in your heavy sniper, explosive slugs in your pump action shotgun. You need the railgun to take out vehicles, helis, things like that in the game. The Gusenberg sweeper, we have the musket, the heavy sniper, the advanced rifle, as well as the service carbine. The service carbine is going to be 30% off for all players in this game. Yeah, you can collect the weapon parts to craft it after you actually gather them from all the crime scenes, but I would just recommend you buy it from the gun van this week. You know, don't wait on it, just get it. It's 30% off. It's worth it at full price anyway. Don't forget about your time trials for the remainder of this weekly event. Your normal time trial is Cypress Flats with a par time of 2 minutes and 7 seconds. Your HSW time trial for the rest of this week is Sandy Shores to La Puerta, and then this week's premium race that you can participate in is Art to Art, locked to the motorcycles class and category. With all that out of the way, we are going to be wrapping things up right here. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Of course, like I said at the beginning, tomorrow on Wednesday, I will be going over all of the next weekly update information for GTA Online, all of the information, news, things like that. We're going to be going over the news preview early, so make sure to tune back in for that. Check me out over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed today's video. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios, amigos.